Hey, Jace. Jace says it's yogi time. Yogi-ish time. Not quite in the swing of things yet. My cat's staying high. What do you want? All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Who's actually thinking I might do some reading? Maybe. We'll see. I missed sorry. I missed Brian Lane and Reaper go live. How'd that go? Did you watch that, Jace? I'm bringing up my desktop. Be easier to read. There we go. Now I can see who's here. Let's see. Kiran? Am I saying that right? Kiran says, "Hey, Yogi." Hey, Kiran, patient fishing. Anna, how are you? Jessica, hey, Jessica. Hey, Kiran. Some names I'm just not going to get. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. I apologize. Anyway, I have just subscribed to you. So I see you started your channel on the 19th of June. New channel, 22 subscribers. I'm happy to be your 22nd. We're here to support. Let us know. Let us know what we can do for you. How can we help? We'll definitely help you with subscribers. We'll help if you want to do some live streaming. We'll try to get you to 50. You need 50 subs to get there. I like that. Patience fishing. I like that. Anyway, we're here for you, my friend. Hey, Kat. No talkie, only worky. I hope not worky too hardy. Hey, Lee. Hey, Carl. Carl, how are you? Carl, how are you feeling? Lee says, yes, did he go to the Severn, right? I'm sorry I missed you live, Jace. I was recovering from the burpees you made me do. Recovering from the Navy SEALs you made me do. Carl says, I'm all good. So you're all good? Like you're better? Awesome. Glad to hear that, Carl. Yes, we can do breath work. How about within the next 5 minutes, we'll do some breath work. Hey, Kiran. I'll just keep stumbling around. Sooner or later, I'll hit it. Did you find me from? Did you find us through Bob? Anything's possible, or maybe Maddie? And it says, "I'm good. Thank you, Yogi. How are you this evening?" I'm pretty good, Anna. I had a pretty magical morning on my walk. I didn't quite get the. Kat says, "You've got to stop making me burst out laughing." Burst out in laughter for no apparent reason in a quiet store. I will not. I will never stop doing that. What I hope is that someone actually films it. Carl says, "Yeah, ain't virus stronger than me." Oh, I'm glad to hear that. So I didn't get any great shots. Hey, Shirley. Hello, family. Lunchtime for the Nick. Be right back. If it says still medicating, I've worked it back to playing 9 holes golf last week. Since then it's flared up chronic. So the golf will have to wait. I'll stick to the putting. Hey, when it calms down, maybe we can do some yoga. That might help. Sniper. What was I talking about? Oh, magical morning. I didn't quite get all the shots that I wanted. I did not get a fox. It was one fox away from the triple crown. Um, but the owls were out and they were a hootin'. Not just their little normal sounds, but they were wild. I think this is their mating time. I love this time of the year. I love hearing them. And I did manage to track the tree that they were under. I did get one shot, not great, but hearing them alone was enough. And I heard them, that wild sound that they make when I was getting a shot, another not really clear shot of a beaver. So it was a beaver and an owl. Just needed that fox. Hey, Selma. Inflammation of the coccyx. I'm not sure what other than not sitting down too long, keeping moving, and hot showers and baths. Let me do some research. Just some yogic postures that might help. Hey, JR. JR, how you feeling? Tomorrow's a big day. Back in the gym. Guys, we're going to do some. How are you going to start off? JR, what are you going to start off with? We're going to do some breath work in just a minute. Jessica, how you feeling? Let me know where I should steer the breath work. Sorry. There you go. That spontaneous smile, almost the laughter. That was thinking about Kat laughing in her story. Carl says, "Hey man, have you ever been in a running race where David Goggins was also competing?" No, I thought once that I was, but I have not. I know I have some good friends that have competed with him. Some friends that actually beat him pretty handily at that. Um, he just finished a 200-mile race, maybe last week. I have been in races with some of the luminaries of the ultra running world. Believe it or not, David Goggins isn't one of the luminaries in the ultra running world. Not bad. Everyone sending some, Anna sending some prayers to Squirrel. Zephyr says, my lower back muscle is fine. It's having to lift my own weight before shifting positions when I'm sitting. So, Jessica, if we do some breath work, you think you're going to try to lay down like afterwards? Someone's still cracking up. Yeah, he's not that great of an ultra runner, Carl. He's not bad. He might be in like in some races like a top 10, but and he's certainly tough. Um, he's just not one of the top ultra runners. Joe says, I'm very well happy with last night UFC. Yeah, we had our friend Super Champ came in and told us about it. New champ. I heard he was pretty dominant too. And I'm going to start off doing different training routines, switching weekly. Awesome. All right. Hey, Chris. Chris says, "Hey, man, we're in the Aryan. You spelled Aryan wrong, I believe. I think so. Brotherhood. No, I was not. Uh, Jessica says, I would like to try. I'm having a hard time not panicking with my eyes closed. Gotcha. All right, let's start. Nope, it does not sound stupid at all. Carl says, I kind of worship him, not going to lie. He's a tough guy. He's done some awesome stuff. Um, he's got an outrageous work ethic. Jessica, and anyone else who would like to participate, if you could go ahead and close your eyes. And I know right now that might be a little difficult. Let's take it easy on ourselves. Do the best that you can. If you can only close them for a little bit at a time, that's absolutely fine. But we're going to start with relaxing. What we want to do is bring that central nervous system down a notch or two. So, right off the bat, if you could take a deep breath in through the nose and then top it off with that little sip of air, then we're going to exhale through the mouth, making that whoosh. So here we go. Our first breath in, sip in air, sigh. Let's do that another time. Breathing in nice and deep, Jessica. Sip in air, sigh. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in, sip in air, sigh. Nice and long. Good. Eyes still closed. We're going to do a little progressive relaxation through the body, starting with your toes, and just lightly use your breath to relax the toes, all the toes. Breathe into the calves and feel the calves relax. Lightly breathing in through the nose and feeling the thighs and the glutes and the lower back, everything relaxing with that out breath. Feel your belly rise as you breathe in through the nose and exhale and fall back when you exhale. And feel the belly completely relax. The shoulders sinking closer to the ground. Your arms relaxing all the way to the fingertips. Breathe in, let your jaw, your temples, your forehead, everything relax. Bring your attention back to the belly and watch it rise and watch it fall. As the belly goes in and the belly goes out, let's enter that ujjayi sound, that ha breath. Nice and simple. Little tight constriction of the throat just by making that sound. For just about 30 seconds, that's all we're going to do. Listen to that sound that you're making. It's the sound of relaxation. Soothing, drawing you into comfort. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to exhale through the nose for a count of 8. In through the nose for 4. Slight pause, exhale for 8. Continuing with that ocean sound. We'll do 10 rounds. We're going to begin when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let the breath go. Have them return back to its own natural rhythm. Easy and relaxed. With your eyes still closed. We're going to use our mantra, Ram. Just for a minute or two. Think the thought, Ram. Don't worry about any other thought. As other thoughts come in, we go back to Ram. We just note the other thoughts. We go back to Ram. For a couple minutes. Ram. There's no cadence, no rhythm. There's just the simple thought, Ram. The vibration is relaxing, deepening our sense of comfort and ease. Knowing that we can use our breath and we can use this mantra wherever we find ourselves as an anchor to return us back to this state of deep, deep restfulness and relaxation. Keep thinking about it. And go ahead and let go of the mantra. Carrying that sense of relaxation, restfulness, at ease, and peacefulness. Slowly coming back. Wiggle your fingers a bit. Roll your shoulders and maybe move your head back and forth. And when you're ready, I'll see you back in the chat. I love you. All right, let me go all the way back to the top here. So Tiger King, I did not say I was going to do a Queen song. I said I probably could not because that is just outside of my vocal range. I think Jace could do it. I think Jace could definitely do a Queen song. And Big Al did one, last week, and he rocked it. Me, not going to happen. And Deniz, welcome in, my friend. Love is love. Agreed. Hey, Kyle. Kyle Schroeder is here. Welcome back, my friend. Love is love. Got that right. Hey, Dan. Dan, how are you? How are you feeling? Let's get this slow to Lucy. Lucy, great to see you. Yeah, says, but it's still fine mad when we had lockdown and everyone went mad for Toilet Roll. That was the main thing they needed. No shit without wipe. I didn't worry about it at all. Look around my room. Look at all that paper. Worst comes to worst, man. All those books that would last me a lifetime. Brian, how are you, my friend? Sorry that I missed you when you came in. Hey, Carl. You ever think about doing an ultra marathon? And it says, thank you so much, Yogi. I feel relaxed and at peace, joyful. That's what makes me happy, Anna. Brian says, Anna, may your day be blessed. Temper says, Tiger King, no, he didn't. You're right about that. No, he didn't, and no, he will not. JR says, would you read? Oh, of course. I got to read it one last time. It's everything I need. I got the book in front of me. When I'm done, I have part of the book behind me. Carl says, skits, not bad, but I'm kind of bored because I did absolutely nothing but wrestling. Yeah, but you needed it. And it says, Brian, thank you. May your day be blessed. Hey, Heavenly Star. Heavenly Star, how are you? Let's see. USN MC Family 1987 says, what's picnic basket, Yogi? You know what? It's a good question. I don't know as I ever actually had a picnic basket. I imagine one time my family did as we went on picnics. Hey, USNN, thank you for your service. I did not say I would. I said I would not. And I believe if you really, really wanted to go back into the live stream, you would see that I said I would not. Carl says, I don't think if we were able to finish it, but yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you be able to finish it? You trained for it. Tiger King, if you want to be happy on YouTube, if you want to be happy on social media, the key, don't take things so personally. Tiger, Sniper will never ever do anything other than make sure that everyone in the chat um, is safe, protected, including you. He will never do anything to purposely make you feel out of sorts or out of place. So if you feel that way, you might want to think, why am I feeling that way? When all Sniper did was answer a question. He can definitely speak for me. I think he'd be able to finish, Carl. You know, I mentioned before, my first 50 miler came in dead last. Dead last. My condolences for your loss. Who did I miss something? It says, can you do anything creative? Music, writing, drawing? How about reading? Jessica said, where did that go? There it is. I think I'm going to try to lay down again. Thank you, Eric. Have a good day, everyone. You too, Jessica. Love you. Stepper says, Tiger King, Eric answered, and you still didn't ask the same question. I guess you didn't fully understand. So I jumped on. Yep. Skid says, take care to Jessica. Jay says, Sniper is a safe for me to join. Hey, Nightmare. Nightmare, how are you feeling? You got a update for us? Stacy says, slow to Shirley. Tiger King said you could not do it. You would have to learn it because Freddie Mercury has a unique voice. You said you'd have to learn it. That's what you said. I don't think I said I would, though. That's the big difference. Zephyr says, always, Shirley. USN says they only go on social media every other few days because it's mostly BS going on nowadays on here. Well, hopefully you find a place, maybe here. You might enjoy it. Oh, the picnic basket. Gotcha. Well, yeah, it is kind of bad. Judy says, we see great storms this morning. Did you get it? We might get some today, too. It's going to get to 95 today, and it's going to be a high of 75 tomorrow. Stephen says, wood and will are separate things of the same thing, separate sides of the same thing. So let me say, to clear up any confusion, I will not be singing Freddie Mercury. I can't. Beyond me. If it was something, even with practice, that I thought I could do passably, I might say yes, but I don't have the voice to do Freddie Mercury. And I like Queen too much to try. So if you misunderstood that, I apologize. Yeah, okay. You can call me a liar if you want. It says, skits, what's the content of those magazines? Jared says, in certain, I think politics is just a way to divide people rather than hearing their opinion, no matter what they vote. But you never get what you want, and the ones that control have no say. So how can we? I think so. I don't think politics started out that way, but I think nowadays it's an issue of control, and every single one of us, sadly, are sort of pawns in that. I think Tiger King, I think Sniper will definitely leave you alone. But if it appears that you are, Sniper's my friend, so he probably is more upset about you calling me a liar than I am. Um, so I think as long as it seems like there's an attack going on, Sniper's going to do what Sniper does best, which is protect the people that he cares about. So um, I think if Tiger King just relax a little bit, and again, not everything has to be so personal. You weren't lied to. Sniper's not really attacking you. Everything's fine. I really wish you could believe me when I say to you, everything's okay. Everything's going to be fine. You have asked for help growing your channel, and we will help. Just need to take everything down a notch or two, or three. Sip says, Freddie can be a mouthful. I am hard pressed to think of songs with fewer lyrics. Agreed. We get some unicorn vibes. No, not really. Nightmare. Hey, Nightmare, did I miss when you said how you are? Hey, relaxing. Relaxing says, so my friend Eric, can you Eric, you have my heart, honest, 1.5 likes for respectful friend forever. Thank you. Relaxing, you're welcome, my friend. 1.5 like. That's awesome. Relaxing, you've been a friend for a long time now. You and I have been friends for well over a year. Simply says he's responding to your comments. That's what a chat does. This is true. Hey, I will get a membership again. So relaxing. What I've been doing, uh, there are a few people that are members all the time, and then there's a whole lot of channels that I sort of go through each month. I'll become a member 1 or 2 months, and then I'll become another member for someone else so that I can support as many people as possible. Unfortunately, I can't support everyone all the time, but I can support some people often. And you are the ones that I come back to always. And if you want, um, I can come back now if you want. A month, 2 months, and then I go on to someone else. But I will always, relaxing, you're a friend. I will always, always, always come back to you. And I love being able to super chat you. But the last few times you were live, uh, it wouldn't let me do it. I don't know why. Tiger King says, Lucy, how you doing on your song? Hey, Tiger King, did you hear her sing on Friday? Lucy came up with some absolutely awesome Spice Girls 2 songs. Hey, Timo. Timo, we had a few people ask about you. How are you? How are you and Sabine? I saw you over at Nature's Dog Realms. I saw you over at Cats. I think one other place. Relaxing says, please, if you want. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to your channel right now. You've always been so helpful for me, my friend. I'm a new member. Um, Jared says, can you do a drum and bass set, Yogi? I cannot. What I can do is sing in a sort of monotone voice particular songs that most people don't really remember. That's my special talent. It's what I'm really, really good at. If you ever if you ever come across someone who says, "Hey, do you know a singer who can sing in a very monotone voice, maybe some really obscure songs that no one's heard for the past 30 years?" You can be like, "Oh, JR, yeah, I know someone who does that very well." Acting says, "There's some people who understand my life problems." You've been through a lot, my friend. You've been through a lot. Seb says, "Sleep. Love Spice Girls. I missed that. What track did you do?" She did. I don't know the other one, but she did the. I don't think it's called "Tell Me What You Want," but you know the song. Lee says, "Optimob, how are you?" Actually, Lee, you asked about Optimob a couple of days ago, didn't you? Tiger King says, "Well, I'm not allowed." Oh, you're allowed your opinion. I think, Tiger King, that you definitely allowed your opinion, but you were very insistent, you remember, and you called me a liar. I I don't think Sniper took it too kindly, which I appreciate because Sniper's a good friend. But I think that if you say very nicely, Sniper, um, maybe it would be best. I won't address you, and as long as I'm respectful, uh, don't address me. I think Sniper would say, as long as you're respectful, sure. Remember, Sniper's top mod. I even have to behave. Sniper doesn't let me off the hook. 20 likes. Awesome. Thank you, Anna. He says, Timo, I'll watch. Sorry. Watch replay. Sorry, I missed your heart to speed and backs. Did you go live, Timo? Here it says, big up to Mushy P. Mattern inside, get locked off duty. P. Rhythms. I did not understand any of that. Steve Alexi says, for my pleasure heart, I will do to support you. You always have. Skits and JR, clearly bad influences on each other. And to think that Skits was so well behaved yesterday that I put him in charge when I went away to the bathroom for a minute. Surely sends some love to JR. Tima says hi to me. Tima, it's so nice to see you. Lee says, when I joined, Optimob was so kind to me. I'll never forget that. Yep, that sounds like Timo, doesn't it? You want to know how kind Timo was to me? He sent me free German lessons by email. He made a video, him and Bax. Abigail says, I miss you guys. We miss you too, Abigail. Lucy says, first one, Wannabe. I changed the lyrics a little bit. Same with Stop. And you rocked them both. Timo says it was a premiere today. I'm sorry I missed it, Timo. And I'm sorry to hear your stomach hurts, Abigail. Relaxing says, Eric, I give you 1 point tricks for your channel. I see yesterday or another day you do a live stream with song. Pray, take care. You don't like, think why. I'm not sure I understand relaxing. Timo says, hi to Lucy. Relaxing says, just to know it's definitely not good for you. Singing isn't good? How come? He says, Tiger King doesn't mean anything. He's been here from the very start and looks after everyone. I'll do Queen, and then I'll blame it on the battery. Anytime, Lee. Lisa says, I don't blame you, Squirrel. Tiger was very rude saying that to Yogi Aaron. Timo says, yes, and some more on the last channel. I'll be on the lookout for you, Timo. It's Sunday. And still, hey, Billy Bob, I still think of Sundays as premiere day with Optimob. After my second live stream for a long time, Optimob would have a premiere. Absolutely beautiful. It was like Sunday evening ritual. Abacus, what is everyone's favorite memory of me? I think a lot of us talk about the first time you came up to sing. Just a very beautiful moment. One of my all-time favorites, not just of you, but of my entire channel, Abigail. Sniper says, Tiger King, you need to drop it now. Becomes an echo chamber, and here it flows. Timo says, Lee, what have I done so nice to you? That's the thing. If someone like Timo needs to ask, it's because they're so nice to everyone. Always. Get some advice from Lee for Abigail. Nightmare says, yes, we like the pesky squirrel. Have you let me know how you're feeling yet? And have I missed it, Nightmare? Lee says, Optimob, you made me feel welcome, and you wrote a kind post on my channel. Lee, JR says, got any magic tricks, Yogi? Hidden talent, maybe? Man, if I had a talent, I certainly wouldn't hide it. I'd be throwing it in everyone's face. Look at me, guys. Look what I can do. I'd be showing off the cat every day. Cat, look what I can do. Hey, cat, look at me, look at me. Man, I need to get me one of them talents. Can you think of something? I have the talent for rambling on about anything for a great length of time. Is that a talent? I don't know if I would go so far as to call that a talent. Occasionally, I can make Kat laugh out loud when she's working in a store and cause people to look at her like maybe she might be a little crazy. I'll take that as a talent. That might even be a magic trick. Tiger King said, why are you allowed to pick on me? So, Tiger King, he's not picking on you. If I could make one little wish for you right now, it would be just to relax. Life isn't that hard, and it's certainly not hard here. I like to think of this as one of the more easygoing places, but maybe it isn't. Maybe I haven't quite gotten where I'd like to be yet as far as channel-wise, but I guess every once in a while we need those little challenges, right? So let's change the subject completely, Tiger King. You know, Tiger King, you often, every day, hear me talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness wouldn't be turning to someone and saying, I forgive you. Forgiveness is seeing that what we think is happening, what we thought happened, is just the perception, just the story that we're able to tell ourselves right now. But deeper and past the surface, we really don't know where anyone's ever coming from. It's healing. So anytime that we're stressed out, anytime we think we're being attacked, we need to heal. When we do that, we can ask for a miracle. A miracle is simply saying, I need a shift of perception. Can I see things different than they appear to be now? You can certainly see that Sniper is attacking you, but you could also see that Sniper is simply trying to keep the chat safe, protected, and flowing. Blackking says, take care, my friend Eric. With prayer Bible is be taken to your tub-in-law and, to help you. So we don't do a ton of praying here. Occasionally. You can't. You're not supposed to pray on YouTube. Skits says prayer on Sunday at Optimob is one of my core memories of my journey on YouTube. Me too, Skits. Hey, everything fresh. Mr. Yogi, my friend. Maddie, how are you? Maddie, are you doing you tying flies tonight? Hema says, thank you to Lee. We are a no drama channel. We always bring some beauty and good vibes to our community. Shirley drops a link for a nightmare. So, Tiger King, you're picking on Sniper. If you feel persecuted, it's because you're picking on Sniper and then he responds to you and then you claim that you've been picked on. If you really don't want Sniper to address you, stop addressing Sniper. And we can stop that right now. I've asked you if there's anything else besides Sniper that you would like to talk about. If there's anything else you want to talk about other than me singing Queen. Not that I mind talking about Queen, or even me singing Queen, except that I already said basically all I can say. I can't do it. I wish I could, because that would be an awesome talent to have. So if you look up, Sniper has not addressed you for quite some time. Skid says, Jar Yogan has a neat trick, but he can only show the ladies. Man, you gotta let me know what it is. I have a trick. Abigail is sending prayers for everyone. Thank you so much, Abigail. Heavenly Star says, I got to get my throat tested for cancer because my lymph nodes are not good. Do you have something scheduled, Heavenly Star? Maddie says, I'm okay. Tough few days ahead. I'm ready to flies on Wednesday. Hey, send prayers for the next couple days, Maddie. Kaz how are you? He says, Tiger, please drop it because Shirley will go and she's like a cool sister to all of us. Hey, Nav, it's pizza time. What kind of pizza are you going to have, Nav? So, Tiger King, I'm going to ask you one time nicely. Well, it's always going to be nicely. Anything that I'm ever going to do, this channel or any channel, is going to be nicely. Simply let it go. Step away. If you're not enjoying yourself here, I can go through the list right now. There's all kinds of live streams going on right now. You're welcome here, but you're not having fun. And I'll be honest with you. We've spent too much time talking about this. We can talk about anything else. Anything, with some exceptions. But I think what's going to happen, obviously, I'm not going to time you out or anything, but what's going to happen is I might stop reading your comments because honestly, they're all the same. And everything is about being persecuted, and you're not being persecuted. It's not that hard. It's just a tiny little channel with a group of friends having a conversation. It's not that big of a deal. Where's Diana? Diana Ross? Diana Wonder Woman? I don't know if she has a last name. It's a good question. I assume she does, right? Nightmare says, Yogi, miss it again, didn't he? I did miss it. Are you telling me how you are and I keep missing it? Let's get this out of the way once and for all. Night Watcher, how are you? Tell me now. I didn't realize I was so far behind in the chat. Wow. I apologize, guys. Nightmare says, I don't think I've ever seen you mad, Yogi, except that one time he went crazy at Jace for talking about peace, Steve coming out of his ears. The only reason steam was coming out of the ears because I was hoping it would help Jace steam the peas that he was going on about. It says, hey, Sabine, how are you? Hello, Yogi and everyone. Maddie says, thank you, Miss Yogi. Appreciate your kind words and appreciate you. Thank you so much, Maddie. I mean, Sarah says, thank you, brother Sniper. Hey, Heavenly, prayers going your way. Jared says, got a really funny joke for us all right now. A man walks into the bar. Ouch. All right. Dana Prince, you should have asked me. I should have asked you. You're absolutely right about that. And I actually should have known that. Thank you. Who was it that just said Diana Wonder Woman? You really think Wonder Woman was her last name? Mrs. Wonder Woman? And what about Secret Identity? You don't think that her last name was Wonder Woman? People would guess right off the bat that she was Wonder Woman? That's like if Bruce Batman, Clark Superman. Who was it who just said that? Nightmare says, no, I'm Night Watcher. Yogi, what's going on today? How long have I been calling you Night Watcher? This isn't the first time I've made that mistake. Don't act like that just came out of the blue. I've been getting you and Night Watcher confused for at least a year now. Shirley says, where is Jace? Jace was in earlier. He did say he might. Did he say he might go live one more time? I don't remember. If I had to guess, he was making something to eat. Skid says he's got one better. 3 men walk into the bar. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I got one better than that. A grasshopper hops into a bar, hops up to the bar stool. The bartender walks up and says, what do you have? Grasshopper says, I'll have a beer. So the bartender brings him a beer, and then he looks at the grasshopper and says, hey, you know, we have a drink named after you. And the grasshopper says, do you have a drink named Steve? Steve, you get it? Anyway, I like it. So when am I going to get an answer from Nightmare, by the way, on how he's doing? Lee's off to tell a joke. Love you too, relaxing. Thanks for coming in. Sabine, how are you? Lisa says, hey again, Maddie. Tiger King says, Seb, tell me the joke. Joe says, we had Wonder Woman. Now people wonder if it's a woman. Nightmare says, true, but I always enjoy painting you as a villain, sir. I try to make it easy for you. He says, oh, wow, the woman who played Lois Lane, who was in Goldeneye, she was beautiful. Which Lois Lane? Are we talking about the newest? Has anyone seen the newest Superman movie? Has anyone seen a movie? I have not been to a movie theater. I think I saw Deadpool with my daughter when it came out. So that was what, 2015 or something? Wow. Behind the times, guys. Tiger says, why can't men make pancakes? Because they are useless tosses. It made me smile, but I actually don't get it. Sweet says, I'm fine, Yogi Eric. Thank you. How are you? Sabine, I'm doing pretty good. You know, we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary of you suggesting that I tape an onion to my foot, to my toe. Skits was there too. Maddie's showing some love to Anna. Hey, Leo. He says, where does Kali Minogue get her kebabs? From Tiger King. I don't understand any of these jokes. They're making me smile, they're making me laugh, but I don't understand any of them. Except for the man walks into the bar joke. Good says I saw a movie recently, a plumber visited a lady, and it's a pretty good film. Songs that had a happy ending, Skits. He says, so, all lovely people, I did not mention yet by name. Sorry about it. I am typing on my cell phone, so it's not easy sometimes. Gotcha. Understood. So Leo's not going live. That does not mean he's not getting reps in. Shirley says, Skits. Jace was the plumber. Skits said the happiest. I do know who she is. I could not name any songs. I remember that she was actually famous back in the 80s. And then I forget why. She wasn't well known again for a bit, from Australia. And then, was it the early 2000s or the late 90s? She made a bit of a comeback. Actually, a very successful comeback. And then I hadn't heard from her in a long time, too. Tiger King says 2 packets of crisps. I'm walking down the road. A car pulls up. Excuse me, ladies, would you like a lift? Ladies say, sorry, we're walkers. I don't get these jokes. What am I missing, guys? It's a smile, everyone. All right, explain these jokes to me. Casro says, how are you, Lucy and Anna? You both well? Casros, how are you? Hey, Casro, could you do me a favor while you're asking people how they are? Could you ask Nightmare how he is so he'll finally tell me how he is? Semper says, Tiger King, now that's funny. Oh, Skid says, Walkers is the brand of crisp chip. Gotcha. Okay. Would have been funny had I known. That was pretty funny. JR says, when you've seen one shopping center, you've seen them all. Anna says, I'm good. Thank you, Kazrose. How are you? Thank you, Kazrose. Kazrose says, Nightmare, how are you as well? Let me wait. I don't want to miss his reply. This is Walker is a crisp manufacturer in the UK. Tiger King, that was funny. See, you're a funny guy. Lisa says, I'm doing great. Kazrose, how are you? What's going on, Kazrose? I'm sorry that you're not doing good. Shirley says, Gerard, that was funny. That was funny. Gotcha, Tiger King. Because the crisps are called cheese and onion walkers. And they walking down the road. I thought crisp were cookies. What do you guys call cookies again? Lisa says, he'll be feeling better, Kazrose. Hey, Kazrose, prayers to you, my friend. Sweet says, 2 frogs meet on the road. One frog asks the other one, so how was your day? A charm comes, runs over with one frog, and the answer is flap. Poor frog. Neighbor says, Kazro, that yoke. Yeah, no, I'm good, please. Although a very high chance he may miss your comment. I got it. That that actually made me laugh as much as any joke so far. Do you have what sits over there, Yogi? I'm not going to answer that question because it's going to come back and bite me in the you know where. Not going to answer that, Skits. I know it's a trick question. How do I know it's a trick question? Because Skits is asking me it. Skits would not ask me that question if it wasn't a trick question. Scamper says it's funny because Eric didn't get it as he's from America land. That's one reason why I didn't get it. The other reason is probably because it went right over my head. He says 2 nuns on a bike. Actually, no, it's a 9 p.m. Wait, that's not a joke, is it? Skits is laughing. Heavenly Star says, I love you all. We love you too, Heavenly. Kazrose says, Eric, Nightmare is good. Thank you, Kazrose. I don't want you to think that Nightmare and I aren't talking to each other. We are. For just some reason, he refused to answer my question. I think he's just being stoic. Joe says, I have not spoken to my girlfriend all week. I didn't want to interrupt her. Well, that joke might get you in trouble. Sips says, Star, you okay? Lucy says, love you, Heavenly. We called cookies. Why did I think he called him something different? Isn't a Jaffa cake a cookie? It says, love you, Heavenly Sis. We're all here for you, okay? We are definitely all here. Skid says, wait, it was a general question as well. So when you say as well, it lets me know that there was something else attached to it. Anna sending some love. Thank you, Heavenly. Thank you, Anna. Anna, Heavenly, sorry, let me get this straight. Heavenly, Anna is sending some love and prayers. Kazra says, you're welcome, Nightmare, always. So, did I miss it? Kazros, what's going on with you? You said you weren't doing too well? Is anything that we can do to help you feel better? Shirley says, we do have the same thing called Cheetos. Gets like cheesy, crunchy air. They make vegan Cheetos nowadays, guys. Speed says, Soda Heavenly. Skid says, no, a Jaffa cake is a cake, bro. It's in the name. But it's not really a cake. It's a Jaffa cake. I've seen them. Maddie and Chloe explain all of them. And Big Al, actually. Nightmare says, I don't know why, but cheesy, crunchy air made me laugh. Skid says, yeah, that's kind of like a what sits, Shirley. I still think Skits is up to something. Cheese balls, Shirley's. Do you like those? Do you have those? Anna says, you're so welcome, Heavenly. Shirley says, yes, Lee, I love those. Nap says, Yogi, any favorite books of yours? Yeah, quite a few. Novel-wise, Jack Kerouac, Dharma Bums, Tom Robbins, Jitterbug Perfume, everything but Tom Robbins, but that one. Lonesome Dove almost stands alone. Such a wonderful book. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude, as well as Love in the Age of Cholera. But I think 100 Years of Solitude edges it out a bit. Let's see. Born to Run and the nonfiction autobiography of a yogi. Quite a few. Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy O'Toole. Back to Fiction. What a wonderful book and a great story behind it too. What about you, Nev? Never Nev. Hey, Heavenly Star, let's keep putting positive vibes out there for your health and well-being. We're sending nothing but love, nothing but positive vibes. JR says I have a step ladder. My real ladder left me when I was a kid. That was funny too. Kazu says, just to see, just letting it get on top of me. Just need a holiday. I didn't quite get that, Kazros. She says that's a dad joke, JR. I love it. So, prayers. Heavenly Star, prayers for you, Kazros. She says, I'm home now. Cheese and cake just don't work. Do you guys not have cheesecake over there? Shirley says, sorry, don't even think the C word, sweetheart. It's not that. Yep. We're canceling everything out with love, Star. What was the question? What's your favorite moment of life which you want to live again? If you got the chance. Um, none. None. Even the most precious memories, I would never want to live again. Some of the most precious memories are also the most heartbreaking. I think of um, holding my father's hand the moment he passed away. It was, I would not have wanted to have been anywhere else but what I was, but I could never relive that. Um, I think of so many magical moments, but friend of mine, author Robert Saltzman, he wrote depending on no thing, and the 10,000 things has a wonderful description that each moment is a once upon, never to happen again. It's an impossibility for any moment to be exactly like any moment, including this moment right now. So take them all. Take them all for the preciousness that they are. The fact that they don't last is what makes them precious. And instead of clinging to them, love them, each one. The ones that are difficult, love yourself through. The ones that are so joyous and astonishing, simply enjoy that joy and the astonishment. And with that, we navigate through life. Hey, Lady Sky. Skits is going to send me a packet of what? The Cheez-Its? Cheez-It thingy? A Jaffa cake? Hey, Jenny Thong. Have you got a wife or girlfriend? Derek, I do not have a wife. I am divorced. Um, my ex-wife and I stayed together for quite some time. And as for girlfriend, not throwing labels out, but I have someone who is, I'm going to go ahead and call her my girlfriend. I have someone that I deeply love, someone that I deeply love. It says, Lee is campaigning for me again, best friend. Just as sometimes I think back to all the people I lost along the way. I'm glad I'm in no longer a tour. That was funny. That was your fun. That was your funniest one. Jenny Thong, how are you? Sorry if I've missed some comments, guys. I apologize. And it says, I'm good. Thank you, Jenny. How are you? Get some unicorn vibes. Hey, Vamps. How do you get a bear down from a tree? How do you get a bear from a tree? Using only cheese. Come on, bear. Why don't I get any of these jokes? It says the cheese it thingy. I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt and send it to you, Yogi. Kazuo says gonna go off now. Bye everyone. Kazuo, prayers for you, my friend. Sending you love. I'm not gonna be too much longer either. We've got our hour in. I'll be back, guys, in like 3. He says, been a nice live, lots of love and good humor. Yep, and you know what? Working our way through some stuff. Just goes to show you that we definitely can work through some stuff. Thanks for not giving up on me, guys. Anna says, hi, lovely Goldie. Nightmare says, you know where I am if you need a wingman, sir. Hey, I need to reply to your email. I'm going to do that right after the live stream. All right. Again, guys, I appreciate you not giving up on me. I'll be back in 3 hours. It's still the weekend. So if anyone wants to come up later tonight and sing a song or two, Joe says, if you could sit down with your younger self, what would you say? I don't think I'd say anything. I think I'd just give him a hug. My younger self needed a hug. Maybe I would say relax. Cass says, wait, what does it need a wingman for? To fly? To soar? Daisy says, see you later, Yogi Eric. Hey, Nightmare. Do you have to talk? You got to do some explaining to Kat. Heavenly Star says, love you too, Lou. Skid says, I'd say be careful what you do, what you tug. Yogi 2025. I didn't say that. Jay says, wife said she was leaving me as I'm obsessed with watching tennis, and she had 14 reasons. I said, close the door on the way out. That's 15, love. All right, that I sort of get. He says, Jace, I'm loving it. Keep them coming. That one I kind of get. I'm waiting for Nightmare to explain to Kat why I need a wingman. I don't want to get dragged in here. There you go. Nightmare says, just in case. You never know when you need a wingman. All right. Good explanation. All right, guys. We're going to go. Again, I'll be back in 3 hours. Come on by. Hang out with me. Who knows? Maybe we can get Nightmare to come up and sing a song. Maybe he'll come up and sing a duet with me. He did say if I ever need a wingman, right? Thank you, Lucy. All right, guys. Love you. Take care.